So now that you've had a chance to look through these Google Slides and see what makes a good logo, you're going to have a chance to try it out. We'll be using the app Canva to help you do this. You may of course choose to use Sketchbook or hand draw your logo, but I wanted to show you how Canva works because it's a really great tool for this purpose. So you'll open up your browser and you'll enter canva.com. You do not need to create your own account. You can use login with Google, which makes it really quick and easy to get into the program. You'll make sure you're using your school account, and it will bring you to the main landing page. Canva is used for all sorts of graphic designs. You can see down here all of the different things that you can do. There's endless choices, but of course, since we're going to be creating a logo, this is where we're going to start. If you don't see the logo here, it might be in one of these other locations. It may be a slightly different view if you're working on the iPad versus a desktop like I am. So you can always type in the search box and be able to be brought to the same location. I'm going to click on the logo option and it will enter me into the design platform. So I have lots of options for how I want to build my logo. Some of you may find it intimidating to start with just this blank template. Others may be really inspired to kind of completely start from scratch. Either way is fine. I really would love to see you get creative with adding your own elements, whether you're using this blank template to start, or whether you'd like to explore one of the pre-started templates that you can play around with the colors, the fonts, the pictures that you see here to make the logo your own and representative of your business. For example, this one would be a really cool one to start with if you had a business for fast food type burger products. I'm going to show you how it looks to use the blank template. So I'm going to be using a restaurant or food truck that I'm calling Green Cuisine. So I'm going to start with the blank template and I'll go down to on the side the elements option. The elements option versus the photos section is going to be more clip art style designs, and that's really what you want for a logo. If you think about a logo as something that you would print for your company on, let's say, a t-shirt, it would be pretty unlikely, really wouldn't look that great to try to put this on a t-shirt. It wouldn't look like a photo. But these types of images would be really great for that purpose. So I'm going to start out by thinking of what images come to mind when I think of green cuisine. When I say green cuisine, I'm thinking environmentally friendly, fresh, healthy, lots of fruits and vegetables, low impact on the environment. So I'm going to type in that word green and see what comes up. Now, I'm going to get a lot of options. Some may really not have anything to do with what I'm thinking, but it will give me some inspiration, and maybe from these choices, there'll be something that works. Ooh, I kind of like this picture. So this kind of represents that idea of nature, fresh and natural. So I'm going to start with that. So I can go ahead, I can play around with the size. Maybe I want to add another picture to it. One thing that you should be aware of, most of the pictures on here are free. So if you kind of hover over it, you'll see which ones are free. If you see a crown, it means that that's in the pro version of Canva. You do not need to be paying for any of these options when there's so many free choices. So stay away from the ones with the crowns. So I'm going to pick the salad. I think that I'm going to add that to my little outdoor scene here as another part of my logo. And then maybe I want to play around with text. So let's say I want to put in the name of my business, Green Cuisine. Can move it up and down. And this is why sometimes working on a desktop is a little bit easier. An iPad absolutely works if that's what you have available, but it gives you a little bit more control with moving things around. Okay, so I have my logo mainly ready. Let's see what I can do with the background. Maybe I want to make that green as well. I think that's a little too intense. I'm going to leave it white. But of course, you can play around with all of these options that might work for your unique design. When you're satisfied with your design, you're going to be using the download feature. You want to be able to save this to your computer or to your camera roll if you're working on the iPad. So I'm going to click download. You can save it as a PNG file, a JPEG, anyone works. And you'll download it. Okay, So I have that ready to go, and you're going to be submitting your logo to me in 2 places. The first place will be on Padlet, and the second place will be to the assignment on Google Classroom. So let's take a look at how Padlet works. I have posted a link to our Padlet right here on Google Classroom, or on our slides that were posted to Google Classroom. On the slide after where you found this screencast, there's the link right here. So if you click this link, it will bring you to the food truck logo Padlet. You can see that I have sections here for period 1, period 3, and period 7. You will be using the column for your class period. There will be, at this point, for many of you, logos already here, so you'll just kind of scroll down and click to find this plus symbol. I made a little section for my sample so it wouldn't go into any of your class periods, so I'm going to click the plus. And I'm asking you to use the title of your business for this title section, so the name of your business. So I would put in Green Cuisine. When you go onto Padlet, it may ask you to log in with Google, so if you've done that, then it will automatically have your name here, so I'll know whose is whose. You're going to click the option to upload. You'll pick the file. And as simple as that, now my logo is here. If you don't see your name here up at the top, this would be a good place to put in your name. Okay, so that's just an option in case you don't see it, so I know whose is whose. And because of that, that's why I'm also asking you to submit this logo that you've created to Google Classroom, just so I can make sure that I don't accidentally miss someone's logo here, because there will be quite a lot by the time everybody has submitted them. All right, I hope you find this helpful in using Canva, logging in, creating your logo, and then uploading it to Padlet. If you have any questions, please post them to Google Classroom. I'm so excited for you to see your logos that you create. Have a good day, everybody.